Hola y bienvenidos a Spanish Sip by Sip, Episode 5. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sophia. In our last episode, we learned how to conquer a restaurant menu and order a delicious meal. We hope you're all feeling much more confident about dining out.
Absolutely, but after that great meal, you have to find your way back to the hotel, and that's where today's topic comes in. We're talking about asking for directions, which is a topic I'm uniquely qualified for because I could probably get lost in my own living room.
I've seen your living room. It's not that complicated. But you're right, getting lost in a new city is almost a rite of passage for travelers. But with a few key phrases, it can go from a stressful experience to a great opportunity to practice your Spanish.
Exactly, so let's get started. The first thing you need to do is get someone's attention politely. You can't just run up and yell, "Museum!"
Right. Your two best options are perdón and disculpe. Both mean pardon me or excuse me. Perdón is a little more like pardon me for interrupting, while disculpe is a general excuse me. They're both perfect for this situation.
So you walk up to someone and say, "Disculpe." Now, to be extra polite, you can add, "¿Me puede ayudar, por favor?"
¿Me puede ayudar, por favor? Means, can you help me, please? It's a lovely, respectful way to start. So you'd say, disculpe, ¿me puede ayudar, por favor?
Okay, you have their attention. They said, "Sí, claro." Yes, of course. Now you need to ask your actual question. There are two main ways to do this. The first is for finding a specific place. ¿Dónde está?
¿Dónde está means where is. It's perfect for asking about a landmark, a shop, or the most important place in any building.
The bathroom. Perdón, ¿dónde está el baño?
Exactly. Or ¿dónde está el museo? For where is the museum? The other key question is ¿cómo llego a?
¿Cómo llego a means how do I get to? This question asks for the route, while ¿dónde está might just get you a finger point in the right direction. ¿Cómo llego a will get you more detailed instructions.
Right. So you have the questions down, but now you need to understand the answers. Let's cover some essential direction vocabulary.
First up is recto. This means straight ahead. They might say, "Siga todo recto." Continue straight ahead.
Then you have your turns. Gire a la derecha is turn right.
And gire a la izquierda is turn left. La derecha, right. La izquierda, left.
You'll also hear cruce la calle, which means cross the street. Calle is street.
And two really important words for context, cerca and lejos.
Cerca means near. They might say, sí, está aquí cerca. Yes, it's near here. That's good news.
Lejos means far. Uf, está muy lejos. Uf, it's very far. That's bad news. You might need a taxi.
Now, did you notice the verbs we used there, Alex? Gire, cruce, siga? That sounds like a perfect moment for a grammar.
Or sip.
It is. Today's sip is about something we've touched on before, the formal you, usted, versus the informal you, tú. When a stranger gives you directions, they are giving you commands like turn right or cross the street.
And because they're speaking to a stranger, they will almost always use the polite, formal you command forms. That's why you'll hear gire instead of gira, or cruce instead of cruza.
You don't need to master creating these forms just yet, but it's super important to recognize them. When you hear that a sound at the end of verbs like gire, cruce, or siga, just know that someone is politely telling you what to do.
It's all about respect, which is a big part of the culture in Spanish-speaking countries, so expect to hear those formal commands. And that is your grammar sip.
Okay, so now that we're navigating the streets, let's talk about what's on those streets. It's time for our favorite segment about regional differences.
It's time for the Get Chévere Corner.
Today, we have some really important travel vocabulary that changes a lot. Let's start with what you drive. Alex, what's the word for car?
Well, if you're in Spain, you drive a coche. But if you take that word to Latin America, they'll know what you mean, but they mostly use carro or auto.
That's a big one. Another is city block. Someone might tell you the museum is 3 blocks away. In many places, like Mexico, that's tres manzanas.
Right, manzana, which literally means apple. But in countries like Argentina or Colombia, they use the word cuadra, so tres cuadras.
Okay, and for our last one, listen up, everyone. This is probably the most important travel tip we will ever give you. It's about the verb to take, as in to take a bus or to take a taxi.
This is serious stuff. In Spain, the verb to take is coger. It's used for everything. Coger un taxi, coger el autobús. It's completely normal, and you'll hear it constantly.
However, and this is a big however, if you use the verb coger in many parts of Latin America, including Mexico and Argentina, you are not saying to take. You are using a very, very vulgar slang word.
Trust us on this one. You do not want to walk up to someone in Mexico City and ask where you can go ahead of the bus. You will get some very strange looks or worse.
So, what's the solution? It's simple. The safe, universal, and perfectly understood verb for to take transportation everywhere is tomar. Tomar. Tomar un taxi, tomar el autobús.
Exactly. When in doubt, just use tomar. It will save you from a world of embarrassment. And that is a que chévere corner tip you should definitely remember.
Wow, okay, that was a big episode. From finding our way to avoiding major social blunders, I think we need a quick review.
Let's do it. How do you ask, where is the museum?
¿Dónde está el museo?
How would someone tell you to turn left?
Vire a la izquierda.
And what is the safe go-to verb for to take a taxi everywhere in the world?
Tomar. Definitely tomar.
Amazing! You're now equipped to explore new cities without fear. Even I might be able to find my way now.
That's all the time we have for this episode of Spanish Sip by Sip. We hope you feel a little more prepared for your next adventure.
Join us for episode 6, where we'll tackle another fun travel scenario, shopping for souvenirs and asking for prices.
Until then, keep practicing. Muchas gracias y hasta luego.
Ciao!